Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm outside the Molineux Stadium. Christmas Eve, first ever game I've been to on a Christmas Eve. The last time there was a Christmas Eve fixture, as far as I'm aware, was 1995. And I'm here with Carlton on my left, Kev on my right-hand side. You guys are local, so this, it's never fun watching your team get destroyed. I mean, well, I say destroyed, but just losing. But it does feel like we're getting destroyed. What can we take from it, Carlton?
Well, this has just been adding up over a long period of time now, and I thought that slowly but surely we'll be changing direction, because whatever is happening is not working. There isn't a consistency. Mistakes will happen, but it's the same mistakes over and over again. Mistakes will happen. Doesn't matter how professional we are, or how dedicated or confident. But it's the same thing. Wait until the very last minute, going 1-0 down. So the formula is a bad formula. We're going 1-0 down and then we're chasing the game. You can't do that. So they're not willing to take risks for whatever happened in doing what needs to be done to go forward. Because they show they can score goals, but why would they wait until when they're 2-0 down before they start playing? And then they did get a goal. Football's a simple game. We discussed this during the game. It's a very simple game, but it's been made complicated for whatever reason. And they're not, the players generally are not buying into a system.
You think they're not buying in? Because some would argue that they're just not good enough to fit in.
They don't look fit?
No, as in they're not good enough to fit into the system.
Well, how long would it take? How long can you expect to give them a chance to fit into a system?
That's the magic question,
That's
isn't it?
the thing. So ideally, what can we do? Well, the only thing we can do is just carry on. There's no point even thinking about buying players in January if that's what we believe is going to be the solution, because that's a waste of time. Because if we're trying to get Tony as an example, Jackson's going, isn't he? Because the African nations, as an example, he was very poor today. He should have scored, and he missed a great opportunity. So did Sterling. So what is going on in their heads, I don't know. But it's not football. That's one thing I'm sure. Football's not what's going on in their heads. Something else.
Yeah, Kev, do you agree with that assessment?
Totally. It's just, why did we start trying to play when we was 1-0 down? Why didn't we try and take the game to them when it was 0-0? We come back out after the second half and 0-0, and how many corners Wolves was getting, it was inevitable they was going to score off one. And then when they scored, we started pushing up, and that's when they got us again. Mistake, goal, and then we start playing football. But some of the substitutions that he made today was baffling. A lot of people now posh out. I think he's very close. It probably is going to be, like I said, it's going to get to this part of the season. It's going to get toxic, and it is now. And
it's been toxic though, man.
Yeah. I just want to come and be happy again. I want to come I'm coming to these games. I'm not feeling excited. I'm leaving the ground, and it's just loss after loss. 4 away games in a row, 4 losses. Like I said, decisions of the manager is costing us. Why isn't he starting Maitson? Why is he starting Colwell again left back? Why did he put this Arcee right back into? I don't know. Some of it's baffling. You sit here and you think some of the decisions he's making is baffling. Why didn't Jackson was poor all game? Why didn't he take him off till like the 80th minute or something? There's decisions that he's getting wrong, and yeah, the players are not good enough, but also the managerial decisions are not good enough as well.
You need to have players that force their way into the team as well. We saw it with Nkunku. Comes in, makes a big impact.
One chance, one goal. That's the difference between top quality and potential. One chance, bang, goal. How many chances did we get in the first half to score? Why didn't Sterling just pass the ball to his mate there? I'm sure there was calling for the ball. All he had to do is tap the ball there, and it's a simple goal. Jackson, how many times could he have shot? And he's taking touch. What's going on? Why can't we put the ball in the back of the net? We're creating enough chances to finish games. Why can't? This is what it comes to. We need a serious striker in Jan. And I'm just going to be patient now. I know it's embarrassing. The performance are really embarrassing. Some of the stats I'm reading, we've lost the most games in 2023 out of all teams. We've lost 4 consecutive games on the bench for the first time in history. There's stat after stat after stat that we're reading. But I'm just going to be patient. See what the January window brings and make a decision after that. But right now, scary times.
Yeah, well, Kev's spoken about patience. I know you mentioned that as well, Carlton. But how much patience do you have before you realise the standard just isn't there? It's not good enough, and there's not much else you can do in order to back a project. You know, we've seen it before with much better teams that the fans have completely disconnected and basically said to the manager, "We want you gone," or to the players, "We don't want you." We're not really seeing that yet. And I was having a conversation with someone earlier saying that the fans are being too nice. I mean, where do you stand on that?
Spoke of being honest. It's about honesty. And the way it's going at the moment, just leave things as they are. Because you can't sack the manager, that's for sure. And I'm sort of on edge at the moment in saying the same things over and over again.
But you know, Colin, that is one of the most frustrating things as well. We are just repeating ourselves. This is not rocket science.
It's embarrassing that every time I'm interviewed by you, I seem to be repeating myself. I want to think of something new that I can say that can be constructive. Everything I'm saying seems destructive, and I can't do anything about it. I feel frustrated as a fan, and because I want to say what needs to be said. Yeah?
Absolutely, as you should.
But will it help?
You have to say what it is.
Yeah. So all I can really say, again in honesty, Alex, is that we need to just carry on as we are. Don't forget about top signings in January. That's not going to make any difference. Leave the manager alone. Leave the players alone as they are. The only thing I can say is as long as we don't get relegated.
So that is it. It's avoiding.
I'm being honest. Again, just leave things as they are.
Yeah. I mean, do you agree with that, Kev? Because that's I'm not saying that I agree or disagree, but that is a very low standard.
We did the previews every week, Alex, and every week I'm saying the same shit now every week, man. It's getting boring. I'm getting bored of this. I want to walk out the game and have that feeling back of a win. I forgot the feeling of us winning. When we do win, I'm surprised now. That's how bad it is. And like I said a few weeks ago, teams below us are picking up points. Bournemouth 1 point behind us. Wolves are equaling points than us. Luton picked up points. Teams in and around us in the relegation battle are picking up. I can't say we're in it yet, but we are 2-3 games away. The next game, Luton, relegation team, lose that. They're getting closer to us. What's the one after that again now? Crystal Palace, they're behind us. So, and really and truly, I'm sitting here thinking, after seeing performances like that on a regular basis, can we beat those teams? We're their favourites. Relegation teams are favourites. We can't beat the good teams, can't beat bad teams. What's in store for the future? I don't know. It's like I said, I just want to get back that feeling of being a winning team, and right now Chelsea Football Club are far away.
What does success look like this season from where we are right now?
Top eight.
That's extremely successful.
Top 8 is like us winning the freaking Champions League at this rate. That's how, and I can't see it unless we bring in a top class striker, someone to put the ball in the net. We're a long way from it, man. Because other teams, like I said, other teams can score goals. Why aren't we getting nowhere near it every week? And it's a consistent thing. It's a consistent pattern of performances now every week. Goal 1-0 down for him, and then we get a mistake by the Shill. Could have hoofed that ball into Roll's head, messed around with it. Matt Doherty, a 32-year-old right back, tapped it in the goal. Just for another. Every week it's the same shit. Every single week. Bored and tired.
It is boring. It is boring, absolutely. And I just want.
Anyway, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody on the positive. On the positive.
I mean, no, it's good. It's good that you're trying to be positive, absolutely. But I mean, let's just finish off with what we did see today, and let's go into the manager's decisions and what we think, because maybe he doesn't need to be sacked, but we can call out things if we don't agree with them or if we do.
Well, that's a privilege we do have as fans. We can say what we wish. As I said, I totally agree with that. The options today were a bit baffling. I couldn't understand. But bearing in mind that we're still doing the same old thing, right back's playing in a left back situation, and then you change it when it's a bit too late. But then it does become dependent on seeing an improvement. But you got to leave it so late. But my concern is we're still going 1-0 down, so tactically, whatever I may say about tactics isn't going to really make a lot of difference, because I'm trying to think constructively and how a manager would.
I mean, what would you have done differently if you were in Pochettino's shoes?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think I would have done any better than Pochettino based on decision making, because the thing is, the players have grown used to being defeated. They don't have a winning mentality. We're not even seeing a game where we can say, throughout a 90-minute period, as well as winning, the team have played well. Burnley is a prime example away, where the first half wasn't very good, but the second half they played, and that's why they won. Tottenham was luck. What's happened to those games? Aren't they learning anything from past games? Aren't they sitting down and talking about the positives that we need to have as soon as possible, that we can move forward? Don't they analyse the games that they play? I don't think they do. So
there's been zero improvement since the start of the season. Like, most teams start off slow, and then we see a little bit of improvements. Even if they get rid of the manager, they have a manager bounce, and there's a little bit of a bounce. Where have Chelsea improved from the start of the season? There's been no improvement. The players have gone backwards, if anything. So if that comes down to the manager, like my dad said, so as much as everyone is, I'm not a push out at the moment, but his time's running out right now. And it literally is, unless he's got to get this team going now. 4 away days on the bounce. We've travelled up and down this country to lose. We're losing. There's no mentality in this team. The mentality comes from the manager. Why are we losing every single game on a fucking weekly basis?
Thank you very much, boys. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the.